What's up, family? This is your boy A Double giving you guys a shout. I'm just having a little moment where I just want to do a quick rant. I hope it's a thoughtful rant and I hope it flows, but if not, I'm going to try to get everything out there. We're talking about the economy and the Occupy Wall Street and everything like that. Let me first say that when I was a kid, I learned a long time ago, and I'm an old dude. The more money you make, the more you're taxed. Every time I went into I wouldn't even say a higher tax bracket. Well, I guess it was. But each time I made more money, I got taxed. I understood the whole concept of tax breaks for the wealthy so that they can create jobs. However, the reality is, the more money you make, the more you're taxed. You're not being penalized for being successful. It's just the way our government is supposed to work. You make a whole lot of money, you get taxed on that much money for it. But the other thing is, these people who are supposed to be creating jobs, who've gotten these tax breaks for all these years, indeed have not even been creating new jobs. They've been sitting on this money. So what is the purpose of that? Okay, as far as this whole President Bush said that he had given a time where he wanted us to pull out of the war, which one we should not have ever been in. And even if we did go over there, once we realized there was no weapons of mass destruction, we should have brought our people home. We've been there too long. It's costing way too much money, and more importantly, it's costing lives. Those people who are saying that it's too early to get out and it was a bad idea, ask them how many of their children are actually over there, or even family members over there, fighting and losing their lives for something that they shouldn't be. For those of you that follow the Bible, they've been fighting over land since the Bible began, according to the Bible. And how dare we go over there and act like, oh, we have to make democracy for everybody else. This is a good thing. The truth of the matter is, how dare we go over into another country because they have resources that we want? We just arrogantly think we can go over and just take what is somebody else's, and instead of looking bad as it is, we try to say, oh, we want democracy for them. Well, if we want so much freedom and democracy for everybody else and so much fairness, then why are there still people in our own country, in New Orleans, Louisiana, still living in FEMA trailers? Really? Okay, so for some strange reason, people want to get selective amnesia. When President Clinton left office, we were, by all accounts, economically in a surplus. 8 years of President Bush, 3 wars, the economy is the worst it's been since the recession, if not worse than then. And now all of a sudden, President Obama, gentleman and scholar, comes in. He wants to work with you people and try to get everything going, but everything's all of a sudden his fault. You're so hell-bent on making him a one-term president that you're running the country in the ground. You don't care about the people. You care about getting your political views across. That's un-American. What else is un-American while you're running around talking about you're so pro-American and such a patriot? Disrespecting the office of the presidency is one of the most unpatriotic things you can do. Whether you like the man or not, fighting this man tooth and nail on everything that will positively affect this country is unpatriotic. And the thing about it is, this man is such a great man. He's a great father. He's a great husband. He's a great friend. You can't say anything bad about him as a person. So why the attacks? They're not personal. They're all political. But you're so patriotic, yet you're willing to run this country further into the ground by fighting this man tooth and nail. All these police officers and teachers being laid off. He even tries to compromise and only puts out that part of his jobs bill that just for the teachers and the firefighters and the police. There are forces that are being laid off, that have been laid off, and you guys still reject that. Yet you're American. You don't want to get this economy going because you're so focused on making this man a one-term president. So if that is the case, and some kind of way you guys get into office, you're going to have this big old mess that you all started, and then it's all of a sudden, going to be President Obama's fault, whereas it's not President Bush's fault. Really? So there was something else. Oh, the other thing, as far as how this is for America, as far as how these certain people get in office and say all this and do all this stuff, it's because you didn't vote. We voted in the big election. Oh my God, this is so historical. Well, let's go out and vote. But you don't vote in the smaller elections, the people who represent your city, your state, your even your town hall. You don't know these people. You know all the Kardashians and every character on every housewife franchise, but you don't know your senators, your congress people. You don't know your mayor's office. And worst off, they don't know you. You should have written enough letters, made enough phone calls, been in enough town hall meetings that these people know who you are, and they either love you for all your greatness or they're tired of looking at you, so they still listen to you. So don't just sit around and complain about what's going on. And then there's so many of you who listen to what is said on these news stations and these radio programs, and most of this stuff is lies. This stuff can be looked up. You hear what these people say, but if you look at their voting records, it tells a whole different story. And so in this age of video, you got these people backtracking when they're called out. Well, I didn't say that. It's on video. It's in black and white. Come on. You know what I'm saying? People are writing this stuff down. They're taking notes. So don't backtrack. And one thing I can't stand, let me speak to situations like the Hank Williams Jr. If that's what you said, don't try to backpedal. I respect somebody who stands up for what they believe in. Just because it's going to hurt your money, all of a sudden, oh, no, it wasn't like that, it wasn't like that. You blatantly called that man, President Obama, the enemy. Whether you want to say, I didn't say that he was Hitler, you did call that man the enemy. Okay? So, and then when the heat comes on, all of a sudden, oh, it wasn't like that. Just be real about whatever it is that you believe, whatever it is. I respect somebody who stands behind what they believe in. I think there was something else I wanted to hit, but I'm gotten off the topic. So I just want to leave you guys with that. Vote. Know that the higher your the import export thing. That was something I learned early on in school. You import, you export, that balances out. I'm not understanding how these people who are creating all these jobs all of a sudden are outsourcing jobs to other countries. If we're so concerned about the jobless rate, the unemployment rate, bring the jobs back. It's real simple. And as a consumer, when I have a problem with whatever the product is, I call customer service and I get more of a headache because the people don't understand me and I don't understand them. Seems really, really simple. Bring those jobs back. Let people who understand what we're going through because they actually use the products and they can understand our language. And this is nothing against anybody over there. It's simply about, if you're so concerned about the jobs, bring the jobs back. If you're so concerned about the jobs, these people who've gotten all these tax breaks, create more jobs. It's real simple. More importantly, people get out and vote. Learn to respect yourselves, respect the office of the president, and just make it work. I don't even know what else to say. My words have gotten jumbled because I'm so frustrated how we allow things to go and we don't question anything anymore. These people need to be called on the carpet for all their foolishness. And so this is my little venture into the world to say, hey, go out and do something, learn something, study something, research something, make it work. Love you guys. Peace.